It is the Jim and Terry Show, coming to you from the Hobbit Hole Studio in Bobcaygeon, the bunker in Bobcaygeon, where we're prepared for any eventuality.
Just like the rest of the world, Terry. There's a whole huge bunker in Israel. There's a huge billion-dollar bunker being made in Washington. All the rich billionaires have bunkers, and we have this cupboard.
We have a 6x9 closet that's made out of a cinder block with, fake acoustic tiles. Okay, we're here not to grumble and complain. We're two retired guys. We have retirement to celebrate. So clink, clink, chin, chin.
Clink, clink, ching, bang, dang.
Oh, I heard that click.
Yeah.
A good cup of dark roast. Did you hear my introduction when I said in one of the previous podcasts, because we only did 3 the last week?
Yeah.
I made up some.
I listened to your other ones.
Oh, thank you for listening. But my point was to say that we have dark roast for our dark conversations.
Oh.
So take us into the land of darkness, Jim. What darkness have you heard this week? Nice Buddhist chanting.
Yeah, I could do it all.
You could.
Well, one thing I just want to point out and remind our wonderful Canadian citizens that we're dealing with a very, very diabolical human being down in the United States, and quite frankly, his administration's diabolical too.
When you say diabolical, do you mean it in the literal sense of evil?
Yeah. I do.
Okay.
I think the spirit of evil has really gotten into them, and I don't know why people don't notice it. You and me had to talk. There's people we know that just don't get it, and
Trump is the greatest president.
I don't even know what to think about it, but he wants our nation to suffer. He wants us to suffer as Canadians. It's all part of his retribution, all a part of his revenge.
Vengeance is mine, saith the Trump.
Yeah, and as I showed you in my song, that's one of the lines in my song. He's retribution as if God, and he receives worship and everything. He's the most dangerous man on the face of the planet.
He receives worship. Take me back to the White House cabinet meeting, which I
couldn't watch it all, Terry, because I can't hack it anymore.
No,
I can't take them worshiping him.
It was so reviling to you, you turned it off.
And worse than that, I can't take him receiving it. I just can't take watching someone that I believe is diabolical sitting there taking worship.
Receive the worship. You use the word worship. So it's no longer accolades. It's no longer trying to please or kiss the butt.
That's how I view it. That's how I view it.
Wow.
I view it as praise and worship. I put that in another song, which eventually I'll get to you.
So you got 2 songs on the go.
No, it's the one song, same, everything's in it. Okay. I don't mention any names, but you'll fill it. Tell me what comes to your mind when it happens. And then if the shoe fits, it fits. Part of the reason I say that is why people think we think the way we do. That I don't think they think we're morons. I think they just think we've been incredibly misled when we've heard with our own ears. We have seen with our own eyes. Now he's suing that woman that sued him for 88. Yeah, Jean Carroll. He's suing her because he can tie it up, because the country will pay for all his legal
the
bills.
DOJ will pay using taxpayers' money, so he won't have to pay the $88 million.
Yeah, and now we have the $250 bill. I promise you, not knowing, I promise you that money's going to him. You trade in for some $250 bill with his face on it. It's going to be some way, somehow, the Trump organization is going to receive that money. Same as with the retribution fund of $1.1776 billion. That's going to him and his friends, a reward for loyalty, just as he destroys everything that just opposes what he thinks. He actually thinks, this guy's starting to think, he's God. There's nothing, he said right in front of everybody, I know everything. But no, what he said, I'm right about everything. Imagine someone being right and believing in his soul of souls, he's right about everything. And that he said with his mouth, I am retribution. I am your retribution. So he's saying, I am God. He said, I am peace. That happens to be a title of Jesus Christ. And now he's got Netanyahu saying, No way. If Jesus Christ went up against Genghis Khan would win. So, I mean, this is what we're dealing with in this world. So, to my fellow listeners, as much as you may be appalled at my Christianity or whatever, or my belief faith, wake up. We're in the throes of diabolical evil. We're in the throes of it, and it's just going to get worse. So we have to understand we can't turn on ourselves. We can't turn on our prime minister, who right now is in New York trying to drum up business when the United States has locked us out of negotiations and is negotiating with Mexico because he views us as the weaker partner so that he can have whatever he wants from you, Canadians.
Okay,
anything he wants.
Let's go to a sequence of events. We know that these are not hypotheticals. Venezuela is not a hypothetical. He did it.
Against law.
Against...
And he's killing people in the waters, not knowing what they're doing.
Yes, and that's plausible deniability. If there's no survivors, nobody's there to testify.
Well, they killed the only survivors they found, and they killed them.
Yep. And so Venezuela Cuba is next in the crosshairs. I thought it was Iran. I thought there was going to be regime change. I'm not sure that that's going to take place. So I think he's going to go.
Missiles are flying right now as we're speaking.
So much for the peace.
So much for the peace that he claims he has.
I heard he was charging Putin $1 billion to join the peace board.
Putin offered to pay that. This is all payola, you realize.
Yes,
payola. Just payola. Yeah, everything he gets is just payola. Yep. And that's just wrong. But he does it right out in the open. And I'm saying it more to tell people, Terry and me are not idiots. We're politically actually different.
Yeah.
We are not idiots. Just think about what we're saying for a minute. This guy is almost the epitome of everything opposite to what he claims is his religion. Christ. He's the opposite to it. Look up in your own Bible. 6 things I hate, says God. 7 that are detestable. Read them. Just read them. That alone, before you go anywhere else.
Attach a name to the list?
Well, attach a name to the list. So, and that's what we're dealing with. And someone who's diabolical.
So in the realm of dark thoughts for a dark roast, we find ourselves turning time and time again towards this present evil, this clear and present danger, to use an American phrase. And it seems to be the president, the office of the president of the United States, is the clear and present danger. Not just to the U.S., but to Canada, to Europe, to Asia, to everybody in the world.
Well, he's going to have to do something, and this is why my warning really goes up here. He's now mentioned, I don't care about the midterms. Probably because deep in his heart, number one, he's sending a message to Iran, which aren't buying it, but he's sending the message to Iran, but deep in his heart, he knows he can't win that on an honest basis. That can't happen.
You're talking about winning the war in Iran?
No, winning the midterms.
Oh, he's going to rig it.
He's going to rig it, absolutely, or...
So he's going to do the very thing he accused all the Democrats of doing in 2016 and 2020, 2024.
You're wrapped up in a war. There can't be an election.
Yeah, so he's going to use the Zelensky argument.
Yeah,
and say if it
that's
worked.
what I think.
Okay, interesting. I do find the worship of the stuff in the cabinet meetings, which we see on television, and we hear the words, and it does churn my stomach. So I want to use the word cult just to remind everybody that the administration is worse than the first Trump administration, which was bad enough because we saw the first version of going around the table and saying, I want to thank President Trump, he's the greatest president ever. All the ass-kissing that went on in the first 4 years. This is now at another level.
This is another level. You gain access to the president by praising his unholy name. That's where you gain access into his presence. If you praise him, you'll have another sit at the cabinet table. If you don't praise him, you're going to be gone. It's as simple as that. And if you're the media and you ask a question that makes him uncomfortable, you're gone. So you've really got a problem here. And you who believe in Trump, I'm sorry, he thinks he's God. So turn away when you can.
I have two questions that I ask people to discern where they're coming from. One, who do you believe speaks more truth? I didn't say absolute truth, but more truth. Zelensky or Putin? And if the answer is Putin, we have a problem right there.
Yeah.
The second question would be, who do you consider to be, or what proof? Did Trump build the wall, and did Mexico pay for it?
No,
Yeah.
no.
And no, and no. And you can Google these things, but I know people who still say yes and yes. And I thought, what world do we live in?
Did he give any money to anybody after dismantling all those government programs? No. There's one coming, which is an investment, which I could actually agree with if I looked into it more in detail, and that's when $1,000 will be invested for your children who are born from 25. It's only now, eh? And then you're penalized if you take it out. It's meant to give it to you when you enter to college.
Yeah, so it'll accumulate interest and have more value.
Only the rich are going to be able to do
Only
it, because I
the
think
rich.
it's going to cost $5,000.
Jim and Terry Show, exploring the dark things with our dark roast. Stay tuned for more. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
It's complicated, this relationship I have with my morning coffee. It's from the way that I